We have a voicemail number. The number is 219-2-David-P. Received a voicemail about reparations for Black Americans. Let's take a listen.
Hi, David. It's Mike calling, and I was wondering, I watched the congressional hearing about reparations, and it was a very interesting dialogue, and I'm generally supportive of the idea of reparations, but I do think that the conversation going on right now does have the potential to backfire against the eventual Democratic nominee, and it has the potential to ignite the far right, and it is just generally unpopular with the wider American people, although I do think that we can make the argument for it. So thank you.
Yeah, listen, I don't know about the popularity of reparations for Black Americans among the broader American people. I've not seen polling about that. Here's my view on it. I think that there is a very valid and completely reasonable moral and philosophical debate to be had about reparations for Black Americans. How many generations after slavery does it go? How do you demonstrate that you are actually descended from individuals that were slaves in the United States rather than from families that came to the United States after slavery was abolished? I'm totally up for having that discussion. In practice, unless Democrats get a supermajority in the Senate, I don't see any way that reparations pass. And thus, I believe that in 2019, right now, this is a distraction of a conversation. And I believe that it is not a pragmatically smart path for Democrats at large to go down. That's my view. I don't see any way that you get a single Republican when it comes down to voting in the Senate, or maybe more than 3 or 4 Republicans. I just don't see any way forward for this. And as a result, I don't think that it's particularly smart politics to keep talking about this at this point in time. If you disagree, I do want to hear from you. We will talk on the bonus show today about how Bernie Sanders would cancel student loan debt and much, much more, including how Trump advisor Kellyanne Conway is straight up going to not show up to the Hatch Act hearing that has been scheduled. Get instant access to the bonus show by becoming a member or a patron. I will speak to you then.